crank it up. Well, hello, friends. Thanks for coming out. A Tuesday night in Houston, Texas. We drove in today, and I came in 290, and there was no traffic. Well, there was no wreck. I meant that what I...
There was a wreck on 10.
There was a wreck on 10, and that's the name of this show. There's a wreck on 10. Juan, what do you want us to do? You want to start us? You want us to be quiet? Oh, we're on air right now. Well, I was looking at the wrong sign, children. Well, thank you all for coming out. There's a truck stop, pawn shop, script dog, honey. She'd buy all the pills if she had all the money. She'd fly with the angels when they swing low. Well, baby's always leaving. She got no place to go. Well, her daddy was a small man, given name was Buck. He used to call her baby, the name just stuck. He said he come from nothing but bad luck. Drove away forever in a long haul truck. She got 2 tight pants, 2 tall curls, got 2 tiny tank top and 2 little girls. Her mama got the check, my baby got the need, so it's back to the house. She got a monkey to feed, she got a monkey to feed, she got leeches to bleed. She lies on the sofa like Moses and the reed. Hello, dark, goodbye, light. Baby closes her eyes and she says goodnight. Well, Boonville, Boontown, Boondock smack. She rides the Oxy train on the Oxy train track. Toy stuff, kid stuff down on the floor. Got a car in the yard, got a broken front door. And lean right, door never closed. Door got broke when he popped her in the nose. Line, pop her in the nose. Cops knock it with a ram. Bam. Broke the door jam, she got a monkey to feed. Yeah, leeches to bleed. She lies on the sofa like Moses in the reeds. Hello, door, goodbye, light. Baby closes her eyes and she says goodnight. Stop, porn shop, script dog, honey. She'd buy all the pills if she had all the money. She'd fly with the angels when they swing low. Baby's always leaving, she got no place to go. She got a monkey to feed and leeches to bleed. She lies on the sofa like Moses in the reed. Hello, to our goodbye light. Baby closes her eyes and she says good night. Hello, dog, and goodbye light. Baby closes her eyes and she says good night. Yeah, thank you. We thought we'd lead it off with something uplifting. That's probably the happiest moment in the show. It's Colin Brooks. Let's see what we got, young man. She was almost out of high school when she left home. She got a job in office and she answered the phone. Her boss was a creep, he would not leave her alone, and she had to go. It was in the middle of that mess, she met a fine young man. They rolled into Houston in a Chevrolet van, a Louisiana tag, beautiful band to go. Oh, they carried each other so long, but they drifted apart, never really went wrong. Married too young, they both moved along. C'est la vie. Yeah, she starts every day just fine. Then she hears that voice, same place, same time. Her mother's in the mirror with the same old lines to say. She says, you know better, baby, say grace and don't even try. You can't take your brother's place. Don't even try, don't give me that face anymore. So where does the time go? Now there's gray in her hair. She sits at her dressing table in a wrought iron chair, wears a terry cloth robe with a tear when she is alone. The TV says war in the Holy Land. She looks at the wrinkles on the back of her hand, rubs her finger where she wore a wedding band. She looks away. Precious Savior, oh, she remembers a hymn. It's a hymn she never liked, and she goes to the gym, she goes to work, dinner with a friend, falls asleep with a TV on. Yeah. She says, you know better, baby, say grace and don't even try. You can't take your brother's place. Don't even try, don't give me that face anymore. Say grace, yeah, baby, you know how. All these years, even now. Stand up, mother, take a bow, 'cause you still make her cry. Well, it is iron that he hangs, and he loves his work. He drives hours each day. He has never been hurt. He's got a back of steel, burns on the sleeves of his shirt. Yes, he drinks too much. When stuff gets heavy and he can't think straight, his mind gets all hazy, so he stops at a sports bar. Everybody knows he's a flirt. So he's driving to work with his head split open from last night's drinking and last night smoking, and he never got home, and now they'll be hell to pay, because she'll be yelling, he'll be screaming, and the kids will be crying. It's like a house full of demons. He says to himself, son, why do people live this way? Well, she says to Luann, he's the father of my babies. I know you think I'm wrong. I Oh, you think I'm crazy for sticking around while he's drunk all over town. Yeah, but you don't see he could be so sweet. He only gets mean when he gets in his drink. He's good to the kids. It's just sometimes he gets down. There's an hour out of Lincoln, no shoulder on the road. And it's dark, it's snowing. He ought to go slow, but he pushes it forward. It planes and slides like a sled. Tires hit the edge, he spins like a top, then the truck slides low in the ditch till it stops. It hurts where he banged his head. So he sits in the cab and he can't read the gauges, and the wipers whip like wind over pages. It's loud, it's static on the radio. It gets too light to see. He just stared, gets too light to see, and then he got scared. Then the light was gone. It's just wipers. It's wind turned snow. She says to Luann, he's the father of my babies. I know you think I'm wrong. I know you think I'm crazy for sticking around while he's drunk all over town. Well, you don't see he can be so sweet. He only gets mean when he gets in his drink. He's good to the kids, just sometimes he gets down. So he pulls back on, he drives real slow, throws the last of the six out the window in the snow, 'cause something's changed. He saw light, oh, he should have seen dark. And that's the last time he drank. Still a hell of a fight, but she knew he wasn't lying. When he told her about the light, she knew he wasn't lying about the light. You see, it's iron that he hangs. He loves his work. He drives hours each day. He has never been hurt. He's got a back of steel. Got burns on the sleeves of his shirt. Thank you. Well, it's great to be back again. What do you want to do? A happier song? We've had alcoholism and we've had... Well, okay then. There you have it. We'll just move right into the darker part of the set. I'm kidding, really. It's all the same. Some of it is slightly less dark. Let's just say that. I haven't sat down in a long time, Colin. This is
I would say you're having some trouble.
well, it's all mechanical.
I keep waiting for you to knock that Topo Chico over.
I'm waiting to swallow this pick.
Might have to do the Heimlich on you.
Yeah, we do. This would be called the Heimlich show instead of the Wreck on 10 show.
I would say that last song had a lot of redemption in it.
That has it. They all have redemption.
They all have redemption.
It's all about redemption. Every one of them.
Whether you like it or not.
Huh? I'm going to move this. Okay. That's a good idea. Thank you. Let's see. Let's jump out of the set list and do a love song.
Okay.
beautiful woman. She walks with a limp. He calls her his princess. He calls her his gimp. She calls him her fat man. She calls him her pimp. She teaches first graders. Got a beautiful limp. Isn't love great? Isn't love grand? She touches his face. He holds her hand. Isn't love great? Isn't love grand? 4 years they've been married, not one day a trouble got. Two happy boys, good luck. Daily double, love to dance with each other. Say they live in a bubble. Go to church twice a week. One day of trouble. Isn't love great? Isn't love grand? She touches his face. He holds her hand. Oh, isn't love great? Isn't love grand? Sisters and my brother, she wears fishnet, he wears leather when the boys are at his mother's. There's a beautiful woman and she walks with a limp. He calls her his princess, he calls her his gimp. She calls him her fat man, call him a pimp. She teaches first graders, got a beautiful limp. Oh, isn't love great? Isn't love grand? She touches his face. He holds her hand. Yes, isn't love great? Isn't love grand? Isn't love great? And isn't love grand? Thank you. Well, let's do another one, and I couldn't remember it. I mean, it sounds like all the other ones, but they are different. I know you're all thinking, man, they sound a lot better. Well, that's what you get, you see. You dirty coppers. A little Jimmy Cagney said, there are 13 rounds that are in the hopper, and then the cops, they made Jimmy dead. Copper penny for your thought, copper jacket full of lead. They wanted little Jimmy Cagney dead. That is what you get, oh, you dirty coppers. You get 13 rounds, they are in the hopper. Mama, mama, how he yelled. He told them coppers he could fly from the gasoline tank. When he got nailed, he's yelling, you dirty razzie, one big lie. And the crowd yelled back, fly, Jimmy, fly. All the excitement, everybody got high. Mama, mama, how from the gasoline tank when he got nailed. Where have you gone, my love? Now that I have found my way, where have you gone, my love? Now that I am old and gray. Now bells are ringing and the choirs are singing. Step out in the field if you are looking for trouble. Man, you can find it, but you come out swinging out in the field. The farmers burning the stubble. Out in the field, people living in the rubble. But only come out if you are looking for trouble. Bells are ringing, choirs are singing. You get what you want, but you come out swinging, yeah. Where have you gone, my love? Now that I have found my way, yeah. Where have you gone, my love? Now that I am old and gray. Yeah, that is what you get. Little Jimmy Cagney said there are 13 rounds that are in the hopper, and then the cops, they made Jimmy dead. Copper penny for your thoughts, copper jacket full of lead. They wanted little Jimmy Cagney dead. That is what you get. You 20 coppers, you get 13 rounds. They are in the hopper. Mama, mama, how he yelled. He told them coppers, boys, I will see you in hell. Mama, mama, how he yelled from the gasoline tank when he got nailed. Where have you gone, my love? Now that I have found my way. Where have you gone, my love? Now that I am old and gray. What do you want to do, Colin?
Whatever you want to do, Sam.
I know. Let's do waves, but let's do it in A flat.
Which one?
Let's do waves in A flat.
Waves? Okay.
This is Colin Brooks. He's an old friend of mine, and we haven't played. I guess New Mexico was the last time we played. Is that right?
Yeah, like 7 or 8 years ago.
Yeah, that's a long time ago. It was Red River, wasn't it? Yeah. It's so beautiful there, and we played this place, and Elizabeth Cook was there, and she rolled in a tour bus, and we rolled in I think we had a Corolla, a rented Corolla.
Pinto.
We had a Pinto. No, it was a Kia something, Stagecoach or something. We were so dramatic. I don't know if Kia makes a Stagecoach. Am I doing this? I think I'm making it up. I think so. That's so many years and so many hardships. So many laughs, there's so many tears. So many things to remember. Oh, they have 50 years. And now the kids, they have got their own kids. Their own kids, they are grown. And she told him not to worry, said he'd be fine when she was gone. He walks down to the ocean, bends to touch the water, kneels to pray. Her name in the sand. Waves wash it away. There are seagulls circling shrimp boats. Oh, they turn inside the bay. There's an emptiness inside. It never goes away. He walks down to the ocean. He bends to touch the water, kneels to pray. He writes her name is in the sand. Waves wash it away. So many years, there's so many hardships, so many laughs, so many tears, yeah. So many things he cannot remember. They had 50 years. He walks down to the ocean, bends to touch the water, kneels to pray. He writes her name in sand. Yeah. Waves wash it away. sand waves. Oh, they wash it away. Thank you. Well, let's try Doubt. We're going to do a song that I never do just because I can't do it. It has little notes in it, and I'm not crazy about all the little notes, but we're going to try it. And I'm doing this because Colin, as he said, when we were sitting back there, he said, you know, if it's got a dark groove, I don't have a dark groove bone.
You got a dark bone,
Saying stars and crosses and stars, we meet at the border with its beauty and scars. The sunken city rises in this land of drought. The border is restless. It is a land of doubt. We're saying stars and the crosses and the stars, we meet at the border with his beauty and his scar. In the shadow of the cradle by the altar we say, our Father who art, our Father we pray. We're saying stars and the crosses and the stars, we meet at the border with his beauty and his scar. And the white sun turns iron to rust, gold to ash, falcon to dust. I say yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah, 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 stars and crossing stars, crossing stars, glittering bars. We meet at the border with his beauty and scars, the beauty and scars, his glitter and his bars. We meet at the border with his crosses and his stars. Yeah. On a sunken city rises in this land of drought. The border is restless. As in this land of doubt. That is the heart. It has all these little notes. It's like, and I hit like 18, 20% of them. There's a lot more. It's called arpeggios.
Really?
I don't know. I made that word up. Colin is actually a musician. Yeah, if he says it's a fourth down, that means something musically. He said that earlier, and I was like, I don't know what that means. He said, don't worry about it. How about ditching A flat?
Okay.
Well, I can do a song about a ditch digger, or I can do a story that I haven't done in years. It's about talking deer. That's a tough choice, isn't it? Let's do the talking deer story. It's hard to get behind that one, isn't it? Years ago, I was in Idaho, and I was with these pals, and we were just rolling around, and what was so beautiful was back then, there was a police log in the newspaper. That was back when we had both newspapers and police blogs. And so I read this. It's in the. This is from the St. Mary's paper in St. Mary's, Idaho. It said, a St. Mary's resident called to advise of a deer hung upside down in a fence on St. Mary's River Road. The reporter called back at 11:13 to advise that when he went to check on the deer, it jumped straight up in the air and got out of the fence. Manna from heaven. So this is the story. It's called Two Bucks Talking. Lewis and Nat are talking. I was just so tired, I thought I could nap for a few minutes, so I leaned against the wire, you know. I must have fallen all the way over. Nat was telling Lou how he fell asleep against the fence and then tumped over. Desi, good Lord, we had spent the whole night just below the ridge. We lay down in a grove of ocean mist. Just come up from town, and we had the best purple flowers. They are so tasty, right off a deck. So fresh. Then we had some tomato plants, and you know how Desi is after a couple of good tomato plants. So come morning, she is off, got some errands down on the river, and I am restless. Not much sleep, and it is hazy, and I've got restless hoof. So I just walk around for a while. Then the night caught up, so there I was. I could not keep my eyes open, and I thought, geez, I'll lean up against this fence just for a minute. I knocked out completely, had a dream about some kind of airbed that had leaf-ruffled edges and a pillow that had space for my antlers built into the pillow. Really, it was dreamy, and I was snuggled into this air thing, and my antlers for once in my life had a place. You know how awkward that is, can't take them off, can't turn them sideways, just one way to go with them, so there I was really in deep sleep. R-E-M, just snoozing away, fell on over so my head was drooping down. Then guess what happens? Some guy with a notepad and a camera walks up and pokes me on the shoulder. You think I didn't jump? Shit went straight out, I went straight up. I think it scared him as much as it scared me. He dropped his notepad and damn near dropped his camera, but he caught that at the last minute, and he was backing up and not watching where he was going, and he tripped and fell back in the road and crawling the wrong way toward the middle in a logging truck with a double load of Ponderosa. It was rolling his way, and I yelled, hey, you crazy person, not that way, get out of the road. But that scared him more because obviously he does not speak deer. But he shot across that road like he had a rocket tied to his ass and piled up in the other ditch. And the lumber truck, that driver was jaking and jamming his brakes, and the load was swaying. And I thought, boy, it is going to go bad right now. But he rocketed across the road, and the driver held it together, and he was yelling all kinds of things, nasty to that poor guy. It was at that moment that I decided I should, as they say, skedaddle. So back to the woods I went, and it was a quick jump back to the mountain mist, and by then Desi was back, and I told her about all that, and she thinks I have a sleeping condition. And she got me some of those adhesive strips that keep my nostrils open, and I feel better, I think, but I look stupid, but I'll keep doing it for Bessie. She says she sleeps better, and maybe I do too. Hey, Lou, I gotta go. Desi found a bunch of tomatoes, and I'm going down to meet her, and you know how she is after a couple of good tomato plants.
With the prong on.
With what?
With an antelope.
Really?
Yeah, I tried to get an antelope out of the fence, and he freaked out and got himself out.
Well, that was a happy story.
So maybe I'll write the speed goat version.
Write the antelope version.
Yeah, the speed goat.
What's it called?
I call them speed goats.
Why do they call them speed goats?
Because they're speedy, and they're goats.
Antelopes or goats?
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
I mean, common vernacular.
Really?
It is known.
IIK. It is known. I'm not sure what we're talking about, but I'm good with it.
Next gig, I'll try to contribute something better.
No, Colin, you're doing great. I am a-crawling back down in the ditch today. I got a crazy-ass wife, got a baby on the way. I'm glad I got work and glad I got pay. Crawling back down in the ditch today. The crew's a bunch of stoners and the boss, he's a shit. Be a miracle if one of us does not get hit by a ton of pipe on a cheap-ass chain. Swinging around the sky in this pouring-ass rain. I'm crawling back down in the ditch today. I got a crazy-ass wife, got a baby on the way. Glad I got work and glad I got pay. Crawling back down in the ditch today. My crazy-ass wife, she's nutty as her brother, supposed to marry rich. According to her mother, she's supposed to marry up, but she's a knocked up by a poor man wrestling a pipe in the ground. Crawling back down in the ditch today. Got a crazy-ass wife and a baby on the way. I am glad I got work, glad I got pay. Crawling back down in the ditch today. My wife, God bless her, and for what it is worth, she thinks she and Taylor Swift were twins at birth. Oh, they got separated at birth, earth to wife, wife to earth. I'm crawling back down in the ditch today. I got a crazy wife, got a baby on the way, and I'm glad I got work, and glad I got pay. Crawling back down in the ditch today. I am crawling back down in the ditch today. I got a crazy ass wife, got a baby on the way. I am glad I got work and glad I got pay. Crawling back down in the ditch today. Well, thank you. How about Thursday? You okay with that? Did you guys we both had chicken pot pie, or did you have shepherd's pie?
Chicken.
It is fabulous. Have you had that? I mean, it's like going to Ireland or something. It is warm for November. It looks like rain. She drives the interstate. She stays in the slow lane. She's got 2 babies in back, Huggies in the front. There's no place to sit because it's full of baby junk. She grew up in Dallas, had a baby real young. Then what's his name left when she had another one. She says, I got these babies, they got all these names. I heard inside, and then it starts to rain. It's a Thursday morning, she feels all alone. Got a hole inside, it is like a country song. Feels a lot sadder than what the radio plays. So she pulls off at Waco for some Coke and some fries. Idles in the drive-thru, the babies start to cry. She starts to cry when she hears Daddy gone. The girl in the window says, Ma'am, there's something wrong. Here's a Thursday morning, she feels all alone. Got a hole inside, it is like a country song. But it feels a lot sadder in what the radio plays. It is a parking lot in Waco. She sees things clear. She's got a backseat full of babies. She got a Frosty full of tears. Then the babies quit crying and the rain lets up, and she is up the long ramp behind a long truck. Yeah, it's warm for November. Look like rain. She drives the interstate. She stays in the slow lane. Warm for November. Look like rain. She just drives. Monday's child is fair of face, and Tuesday's child, she is full of grace. Wednesday's child is full of woe. Thursday's child she's got 4 to go. I was working out in East Texas, and I was out there, and these people were telling me the story of a young Mennonite man that they knew, and the Mennonites are, and I didn't know any of this at the time. This is what was told to me, and I'm not an expert on it, but a lot of them moved to Mexico a long time ago, but times got hard down there, and some of their kids would come up and work here in Texas. And so this kid came up, and he was really good at everything. He's like one of those people who can do anything. And he gets up in Texas, and he was young, and what we are good at here are county line bars. And so he went to a county line bar and fell in love and got married, and it was just fine. And these people that told me the story, they were like judgmental. I was like, why are you judgmental? He was a Mennonite, came from Mexico, went to work for his uncle out in West Laco. He's building trailers. Hell, he could build anything out of metal, fix any machine. Well, praise be to Jesus and glory. Accord, but when you're 21 years old, you see you get kind of bored staying home every night worshiping the Lord. He bought a pearl snap shirt stitched with horses' stars, a handsome pair of boots, started driving past bars where women wore short skirts they made out in cars, drank beer by the quart out of mason jars. They drank beer at the county line bars. Marco Polo, he went off to explore. Christopher Columbus off to find a new shore. A young Mennonite walks through a barroom door. It said a heart to dance on a tight t-shirt that was tucked in the waist. Short skirt, she's spinning at the bar. She's holding court, got a push-up bra for extra support. The boys fell like pigeons, fell like leaves. Strong, pale legs, red boots to her knees. Red boots to her knees. So who's to say what love is? Oh, is it horses and stars? Is it boots and beer, the back seat of cars? On the floorboard, there's a short skirt, and it's wrapped in the arms of a pearl snap shirt. 2, 3, 4. it's been 5 years. Yeah. It never was hard. He never much thought. More about the Lord, and she just quit. She quit going to bars. They got married, had kids, and it never was hard. So who's to say what love is? Is it horses and stars? Is it boots and beer, the back seat of cars? On the floorboard, there's a short, short skirt. It is wrapped in the arms of a pearl snap shirt. Let's do steel while we're here. Well, I'm sitting on the train to Machu Picchu in the passenger car. It explodes. There is not enough time to say goodbye. Whoa, not enough time to know what has gone wrong. God have mercy, I believe, and my heart have failed. Smoke rises through a hole in the roof. The dead say fare thee well. Well, I swear, doctor, don't you have anything like morphine for this pain? I swear, Jesus, you can take me now. I do believe I'm about to go insane. I'm looking back at the world as one who is leaving in a dream. And come right out of hell, yeah. Smoke rises through a hole in the roof. The dead say fare thee well. No one is just an observer. The same bell tolls for the served and the server for the strong, the weak, the weary, the brave. Everybody right come judgment day, 'cause trains explode. Steel flies in the sisters. They ring the Catholic bell. Smoke rises through a hole in the roof. The dead fairly well. Sitting on the train, Machu Picchu, and the passenger car explodes. Not enough time to say goodbye. Not enough time to know what has gone wrong. God have mercy, I believe. My heart has failed. Smoke rises through a hole in the roof, and the dead they fare thee well. Smoke rises through a hole in the roof, and the dead say fare thee well. Smoke rises through a hole in the roof. Smoke rises through a hole in the roof. Smoke rises through a hole in the roof, and the dead they say fare thee well. Thank you. How about buttons?
Buttons? Buttons?
Oh, I know what we ought to do.
What?
Let's do tattoo. Yeah.
Whatever you liked.
Well, right. We've got this song, and it starts with a melody that was comes from the 1600s. It's called Picardy. It came out of France. And look, that came from the internet, so. But it's a great story, and it does feel like a very old melody. Well, that was beautiful. I think I did that in the wrong place. We're not actually, we didn't even do this. Colin had it right. I don't know where I am.
No, I had it wrong. Sorry.
Well, it was beautiful.
We changed it in the green room, and now I went and.
Well, I might be able to, I can speak it and then, what key are you in? What key is that?
This is the one you told me to play it in G minor. Good thing we're not recording this.
Okay. Yeah, whatever. Let's start it again. Start in that key, because I'm gonna come in. Yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for your patience. I love that melody. Yeah. It's the tattooed woman. She sleeps in my bed, and the ink is dry. Dogs fed, the moon is safe. Her face is red, the tattooed woman sleeps in my bed. Her hair is black, her gown is white. Pulls the sheets around her tight, I wish I had the right to comfort her as a husband might. Well, rain is coming. Rain is coming. Rain is coming. That is how it feels. Oh, so many souls to keep, and now I lay me down to sleep. Rain is coming. Rain is coming. Rain is coming, oh, that is how it feels. The tattooed woman sleeps in my bed, ink is dry. Dog, that moon is safe, her face is red. The tattooed woman sleeps in my bed. Rain is coming. Rain is coming. Rain is coming. That is how it feels. Yeah, now I lay me down to sleep. The Lord out wandering with his sheep. There's oh so many souls to keep. Now I lay me down to sleep. Now I lay me down to sleep. Now I lay me down to sleep.
It's better when we play in the same key.
I liked it when we played in different keys. I thought that worked out just fine. For people who are not musicians, how would you explain different keys?
Some are up and some are down. And then they go back around. But, yeah, I don't think they really need to know.
They might want to. I want to welcome my niece, Emily. Thank you for coming out. Do you want to try a song that we've never done before? And I mean, Colin and I tried it. It's you write as writers. I write stuff all the time, and I throw most of it away. But let's try this one anyway. Do you want to? This is that Jacksboro Highway. Years ago, I lived in Fort Worth. Are any of you know Fort Worth? This was years ago before Fort Worth was modern Fort Worth. It actually had the stockyards where you took cattle, and we took our cattle in there. But it was a rough town. I love Fort Worth, but it was, and the Jacksboro Highway was really the roughest of the rough, and it's where people went if you wanted trouble. Well, that is, as they say, where you would find it. Let's say you're driving your ranchero and you hear a trumpet blow You got Gabriel on the downbeat. You know what you know. You're on the Jacksboro Highway, paying your dues. You're on the Jacksboro Highway, singing the blues. You're on the Jacksboro Highway, wearing cool ass shoes. You're on the Jacksboro Highway, and now you shout out the news. You shout Babylon, yeah. Babylon, shout Babylon, ooh, Babylon, shout Babylon, oh, Babylon, what before we were carried down Babylon. I could not sleep last night. The ghosts were bold. I could not sleep last night, and the room got cold. They were tripping over shadows. They were falling in the weeds. It was me, my misdemeanors, my minor misdeeds. And shout Babylon, oh Babylon, shout Babylon, shout Babylon, shout Babylon, oh Babylon, well before we were carried down Babylon. Salome, dance, 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 Salome, dance, 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 Salome, dance, oh, yeah, yeah. Well, before we were carried down Babylon. I say you're rolling your ranchero, got a pocket full of blow. Salome is dancing, you know what you know. You're on the Jacksboro Highway, singing the blues. You're on the Jacksboro Highway, full of convenience store booze. You're on the Jacksboro Highway, wearing cool ass shoes. You're on the Jacksboro Highway. Here you shout out the news. Shout Babylon, oh, Babylon, shout Babylon. Babylon, shout Babylon, oh, Babylon, what before we carried down Babylon. And what before we were carried, and what before we were carried. Well, before we were carried down Babylon, yeah. Fort Worth, Texas. Well, I want to say thanks to everybody for coming out on a Tuesday night. Really, it is so nice. Colin Brooks, we're gonna close up with one more song. Let's do Odessa. But I want to say thanks. I'm not going anywhere. I'll come out and talk to anybody that wants to talk. I don't really have any merch because you got CDs, and let's just say That's like having wagon wheels. But I'm happy to talk to anybody or not talk to anybody. Juan and Vivian, thank you for doing the sound tonight. It's lovely. Thank you for everybody at the Duck. This is like a haven. Sound is beautiful. Very clean. Now Colin and I both played places that are not what we would normally call clean. But I've been happy to play every single one of them. We seek mirth and beauty and music light and gay. There are frail forms fainting at the door. Of their voice as of silence, their pleading looks we'll see. Oh, hard times come again no more. 'Tis a song, the sigh of the weary. Hard times come again no more. Many days you have lingered all around my cabin door. Oh, hard times come again no more. He was an Odessa boy, daddy in the money play for Mojo back in the boom. Drove a Corvette, he took what he wanted in people. They learned to give him lots of room. You see, he never learned to work, but that never really mattered. 'Cause the dark, crude, flowed wild, scattered, dark, crude flow. He fought, he flattered, yes, and he got what he wanted. It was the only thing that mattered. But life was easy. The Big Jack's pulling cash from the Permian field. There were cabinets full of high-grade scotch and garage, yes, it's full of high-speed steel. Yes, he never learned to work. That never really mattered, 'cause the dark, crude, flow the wild oats scattered. Dark, crude flow. He fought, he flattered, yeah, and he got what he wanted. That was the only thing that mattered. Then he killed a girl. He rolled the Corvette. Daddy's money made her lawyers go away. His mother bought vodka with all that cash. She kind of knew. Oh, she kind of knew. He is an old man now, lives on his dead daddy's place, never took a wife. He's gonna die without a trace. You see, he loved the girl pinned in the vet. He talks to her every day. Her face was blood and diamonds. He remembers her that way. You see, he never learned to work, but that never really mattered, 'cause the dark, crude flow, the wild oats scattered. Dark, crude flow. He fought, he flattered, and he got what he wanted. Was the only thing that mattered. There's a pale, dripping maiden who toils her life away with a worn heart whose blood tears are o'er. Though her voice it would be merry, 'tis sighing of the day. Oh, hard times come again no more. 'Tis a song, the sigh of the weary. Hard times come again no more. Many days you have lingered around my cabin door. Oh, hard times come again no more. Many days you have lingered around my cabin door. Oh, hard times come again no more. Thank you, everybody, and good night. Get home safe. Colin Brooks.